As the man checked in for his flight, he noticed something bizarre. All flights that had been operating normally were suddenly cancelled. At that very moment, nearly every passenger's phone simultaneously received a message declaring a full-scale state of emergency. Just as he was feeling overwhelmed, his sister, who worked for the military, called to warn him that a virus had emerged in the city. Its incubation period was mere minutes, and those infected would lose their minds, turning into something akin to zombies. She warned Mark not to trust anyone and to immediately return home to hide. Due to the earlier information blackout, most people had made no preparations and were now stuck on the roads. If the virus broke out now, they would all die here. Realizing this, Mark didn't hesitate. He decisively abandoned his car and walked home with his cat. By the time he arrived, it was already dark, and a large group of military personnel had gathered outside his neighbor's door. Infected individuals had already appeared in the town, but for special reasons, the military wasn't telling residents the truth, claiming it was merely rabies. But Mark knew exactly what his sister meant. These were the zombies. The next day, his sister called again. She'd received inside information. A new virus strain had emerged and could spiral out of control at any moment, prompting officials to establish quarantine zones. But she warned Mark. If anyone came to take him away, he must refuse and stay home at all costs. Sure enough, news reports soon aired, though they offered no specifics beyond banning residents from leaving their homes. While most would trust the television, Mark trusted his sister more. He immediately headed to the supermarket to stockpile survival supplies. But the store had already been looted clean. He wasn't the only one who didn't believe the news. Everyone felt a strong sense of crisis, though none knew what exactly it was. Supplies were now paramount, so he sought an alternative route to the gas station convenience store. Unsurprisingly, it too had been looted clean. Worse still, the virus had spread here. A police officer had been bitten. To prevent further casualties, the officer rushed into the convenience store and locked himself inside. Mark witnessed the scene firsthand, terror instantly gripping him. In that moment, he realized escape was now the wisest choice. Just then, the news revealed the truth. A terrifying virus had emerged and was now completely out of control. Authorities would deploy the military tomorrow to transport survivors to quarantine zones, and residents must comply. But Mark paid no heed to this. Instead, he immediately began preparations, reinforcing fences, locking doors from the inside. He knew the first threat he'd face wasn't zombies, but those trying to take him to the quarantine zone. As the townspeople began cooperating with the military evacuation, Mark sent a photo to his sister. Her reply was blunt. "Don't get on that bus." But the moment he put his phone down, the security alarm went off. Military personnel had spotted Mark still at home and started urging him to come out. Their tone was polite at first, but when Mark didn't respond, they prepared to break down the door. Fortunately, he had reinforced the door beforehand. And his cat, usually vocal, had grown remarkably quiet. Eventually, the searchers gave up. From that moment on, Mark began his solitary struggle for survival, accompanied only by his loyal feline companion.